Hi, dear one. It's time now. Not to solve anything, not to carry anything, not to be strong for anyone, just to rest. As you settle into your bed tonight, let your body find a comfortable position. Feel the gentle weight of your blankets covering you, like a soft, warm embrace. Let your pillow rise up to meet the weight of your head, supporting you, holding you, so you don't have to hold yourself up anymore. If you'd like, you can let your eyes slowly close, or simply soften your gaze, letting the edges of the room blur and fade. This is your time now, your quiet corner of the night, just you, and the Lord who loves you. Before we drift deeper into tonight's gentle journey, remember to subscribe to Sleep with God's Word. Here, you'll always find peaceful stories that soothe the heart and quiet the mind. Where are you listening from tonight? Leave a comment. Your presence adds warmth to this quiet corner of the night. Take a slow breath in through your nose, letting the air be cool and steady. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale softly through your mouth, as if you're releasing a small stone into still water, watching it sink and disappear beneath the surface. Again, breathe in, slowly, gently, and then breathe out even more slowly. With each breath, imagine the day loosening its grip on you. Every conversation, every email, every unfinished task, they can all wait outside the door of this room. Right now, nothing is required of you. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to be impressive. You don't have to be okay. You only have to be here. Feel the mattress supporting you, beneath your shoulders, your back, your hips, your legs. Notice the simple comfort of being held up by something that does not ask you for anything in return. If thoughts begin to crowd in, worries, replayed moments, what ifs, you don't have to push them away. Just watch them drift across the sky of your mind, like slow, wandering clouds. They might appear, they might linger, but they do not define the sky. Behind them, there's always a wide, calm blue. Tonight, let Jesus be the one who works. Let Him be the one who carries. Your part is simply to rest. In this quiet moment, imagine your room as a small, safe sanctuary. The lights are dim, or perhaps already off, and there is a soft glow of something gentle. Maybe the faint line of streetlight slipping through the curtain, or the warm memory of candlelight your mind quietly brings in. Feel the air around you. Not too cold, not too warm, just right for sleeping. Maybe you can hear the soft hum of a fan, the quiet whisper of an air conditioner, or the subtle sounds of the night outside your window. Whatever is there, let it become a gentle background song, steady and distant, reminding you that life continues, but you, right now, are allowed to pause. This room is like a hidden hollow in a great rock, a sheltered place carved out just for you. You are tucked away, unseen by the demands of the day, and yet fully seen by the one who formed you and knows how tired you are. Imagine the Lord watching over you, not with judgment or disappointment, but with a quiet, understanding smile. He knows the long roads you've walked. He knows the invisible weight on your chest. He knows the questions you don't even have words for. And tonight, He is pleased that you are here, simply lying down, letting yourself be small and still. Dear child of God listening tonight, you don't have to reach up to heaven. Heaven has already stooped down to you. If you like, you can place a hand gently over your heart. Feel the rise and fall beneath your palm, the steady rhythm, the quiet proof that you are alive, here in this moment, and not alone. When was the last time you felt a moment of true peace? the kind that feels like a gentle light within. Perhaps it has been a while. Perhaps it feels like a memory from another season of life. That's all right. Tonight is not about chasing that feeling. Tonight is about letting Jesus come close enough to bring that peace to you, like a lantern carried into a dark room. As you breathe in, imagine that you are receiving His calm. As you breathe out, imagine you are releasing the day, the errands, the noise, the expectations. Breathing in, calm and kindness. Breathing out, tension and hurry. If your mind tries to speed up, gently bring it back to something simple. The softness of your pillow, the weight of your blanket on your shoulders, the coolness or warmth of the air as it touches your skin, the quiet awareness that God is here, closer than your next breath. This bedroom tonight is more than 4 walls. It is a small, sacred place, a secret meeting between your tired heart and the heart of Jesus. He does not rush you. He does not pressure you. He simply sits with you as a patient friend. In the stillness of this moment, imagine that He is seated near your bed, perhaps at your side, perhaps at your feet. Maybe you don't see His face clearly, but you sense His presence, steady, gentle, unafraid of your weariness. There are no bright lights, no crowds, no expectations to perform, only a quiet, loving presence in the soft darkness of your room. If your day was full of decisions and noise and people who needed something from you, this is the hour when nothing is asked, except that you let yourself be loved. You are a beloved child, a precious soul, someone whose very existence matters to the Lord of heaven and earth. Let those words sink in, like rain soaking into dry ground. You do not have to understand everything about God tonight. You do not have to fix anything in yourself before you lie down in His presence. Rest, dear one. You are safe here. You are seen here. You are held here. Breathe in and quietly think, God is near. Breathe out and softly think, I can rest. Keep settling more deeply into this moment, into this bed, into this grace. Soon we will step into a gentle story, a slow, tender journey that will carry your mind away from the hard edges of today and into the soft light of Jesus' presence. But for now, just lie here. Let your body become heavier. Let your thoughts become slower. Let your heart remember you are not alone in the dark. Jesus is here, and He is glad you came. In the soft darkness of your room, let your awareness slowly widen. You are lying here, in this familiar bed, and yet, tonight, this space is gently changing. Not in what your eyes can see, but in what your heart can sense. The blanket over you feels a little heavier in a reassuring way, like a hand resting lightly across your shoulders. The air feels a little calmer, as if the whole room has taken a deep breath with you and is now exhaling, slowly, steadily. If you haven't already, allow your eyes to close, or let them remain half-lidded, soft and unfocused. There's nothing you need to look at, nothing you need to check, nothing you need to control. Feel the curve of the mattress beneath you, absorbing your weight, shaping itself around your body. Notice the way your body is beginning to release its silent tension. The tiny muscles around your eyes, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. You may want to gently roll your shoulders once, then let them grow heavy, sinking into the bed. This room is small, perhaps, or spacious. It might be filled with familiar things or very simple and plain. But in this moment, imagine it as a little stone room tucked into the hillside of an ancient land. The walls around you are cool and smooth, like rock worn soft by time and touch. A single small window lets in a quiet, amber glow, not too bright, just a gentle reminder that there is a world outside, but it doesn't need you right now. A small lamp, like an old oil lamp, flickers calmly on a nearby ledge. Its flame is steady, not dramatic, a warm point of light that seems to breathe with you. The shadows it casts are soft, rounded, moving slowly with each tiny sway of the flame. The floor is simple, perhaps covered with woven mats. The air carries a faint, comforting hint of olive oil, of earth after a long, warm day, of wood that has heard many prayers. Here, in this imagined room, you are not in the 21st century for a moment. You are in a quiet corner of the Holy Land, where the night sky stretches wide over hills and olive trees, and not far away, the waters of the Galilee lie still, holding the reflections of countless stars. In this room, you are safe. No one is knocking at the door. No phone is buzzing. No responsibilities are pulling you away. Only the soft sound of your own breathing, and the awareness that you are in the presence of the one who made you. He knows this room. He knows this body. He knows this tired heart. You are lying here in the presence of the Lord, who once walked the dusty roads of this land, whose sandals brushed the same kind of earth you are now imagining beneath your feet. He knows what it is to be tired at the end of the day. He knows what it is to seek a quiet place away from the crowds. He knows what it is to close his eyes and entrust himself into the Father's care for the night. Now, picture Jesus entering this small stone room. There is no rush in his steps, no urgency. He is not coming to demand anything of you. He is coming simply to be with you. You do not need to sit up. You do not need to speak. Just let your mind rest in the awareness of his nearness. Maybe you picture him sitting on a low stool near your bed, or on a cushion on the floor. Maybe he leans back against the wall, one knee drawn up, completely at ease. His robe falls in soft folds, the fabric simple and worn from many journeys. His face is calm. There is kindness in his eyes, a depth that sees everything without being harsh. When he looks at you, there is no comparison, no disappointment, no list of what you should have done today. Only love. Beloved child, his presence seems to say, even if you don't hear the words out loud, I know you. I see you. I am glad you are here. Let that truth settle into you, like a gentle weight that stills the fluttering inside. You are not an afterthought. You are not a burden. You are not someone he merely tolerates. You are someone he cherishes. Right here, in this quiet room of stone and lamplight, he is keeping watch. If you like, you can imagine him offering a simple, silent prayer over you. Not long, not elaborate, just a quiet covering of peace. Perhaps you can sense his hand resting over you like a blessing. Not heavy, not pressing, just there, steady and warm as you lie under your blanket. As if the thick fabric wrapped around you is his love, layered and close, protecting and comforting. Lord, you might whisper in your heart, please give me rest tonight. And in the stillness, a response seems to form, like a soft echo. I am here. I am with you. You can rest. You don't have to hold on to that sentence tightly. Just let it drift through you, like a gentle breeze through an open window. In the quiet of this room, your mind begins to drift toward thoughts that are simple and good. Not complicated questions, not unsolved problems, but things that are true and lovely and gentle. A memory of sunlight on water, the face of someone who once showed you kindness, the feel of warm tea in your hands, the sound of quiet laughter from long ago. Let those small, good memories float up, one by one, like soft lanterns on a dark river. You don't have to chase them. Just watch them pass by, lighting the night in small, tender ways. Scripture once spoke of thinking on whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is praiseworthy. Tonight, that is not a rule for you to obey. It is an invitation into a gentle stream of thought, where your mind can float instead of fight. You might imagine yourself lying near the Sea of Galilee, on a smooth rock, wrapped in a simple cloak as the evening breeze moves across the water. The sky above is deep blue, dusted with stars. The surface of the lake is calm, small ripples catching bits of moonlight. You are not alone on that shoreline. Jesus sits nearby, perhaps a few steps away, looking out over the water with you. He doesn't fill the silence with many words. He just shares it. And somehow, his presence makes the silence feel kind, not empty. Here, in your quiet room that is also that quiet shore, let your breathing match the slow rhythm of the water. A wave comes in. Breathe in. A wave slips back. Breathe out. And under every slow breath, one simple truth hums like a soft, steady note. You are held. You are known. You are loved. You can rest in that. You can sink into it, the way your body sinks into the mattress beneath you. If new worries try to rise, picture Jesus standing between you and them, like a gentle wall. They may still exist, but they no longer have the right to climb into bed with you tonight. This is your hour of peace, your small stone room of rest, your shoreline with the Savior. Let your limbs grow heavier. Let your thoughts grow slower. Let your heart lean just a little more into the presence of Jesus, who watches over you as the night deepens. In this quiet room where stone walls hold the night, and in your real bedroom where familiar walls hold your resting body, something tender begins to happen. The distance between your world and the world of Scripture grows thin, like a soft veil being lifted, slowly, lovingly. You are still here, lying down, safe beneath your blankets, and yet, with each breath, your heart is invited to walk with Jesus through scenes that are calm, unhurried, full of quiet light. Take another slow inhale through your nose. Pause. And exhale gently through your mouth. Nothing about this has to be perfect. Your mind may wander and return, wander and return. That's all right. Tonight, even your wandering thoughts are gathered into the gentle hands of God. In your mind's eye, picture Jesus rising from his place near your bed in that small stone room. He looks at you with warmth, as someone who understands fatigue, understands long days, understands the desire simply to breathe and not be overwhelmed. Come, his presence seems to say without pressure. Let's walk somewhere quiet together. Without moving your physical body, you allow your inner self to rise and follow. The transition is so soft it feels almost like slipping into a dream. One moment you are surrounded by stone walls lit by a small oil lamp. The next, you are standing just outside, beneath a wide open sky of deepening blue. The air is cooler out here. It brushes across your face like a gentle hand. Overhead, evening has settled, and the first stars have begun to appear, shimmering softly above the silhouette of distant hills. You look down and realize you are standing on a narrow path of packed earth, worn smooth by many footsteps. On either side, the land spreads out in rolling shapes, low hills, quiet fields, and clusters of olive trees with their twisted trunks and silver-green leaves. Each leaf seems to catch the last traces of light, holding it like a tiny, trembling blessing. When the breeze moves through the branches, you hear a faint rustling, like a congregation of whispers. Not urgent, not loud, just the shared sigh of leaves letting the day go. Jesus walks beside you. His pace is unhurried. His steps are steady. There is no need to rush. The night belongs to him, and he is not in a hurry to leave your side. You glance at his feet, at the worn sandals brushing over dust and tiny stones. These are the feet that once walked from town to town, from lake shore to hillside, from crowded streets to solitary places of prayer. These are the feet that knew both the noise of the marketplace and the deep, consoling silence of the wilderness. Now, they keep an easy rhythm beside your own. As you walk, you notice how calm this path feels. There is no crowd pressing in, no loud voices, just the soft sound of footsteps on earth, your breathing, and the quiet chorus of nighttime. The chirp of small creatures hidden in the grasses, the distant call of a bird settling into its nest, the subtle creak of tree branches shifting. Ahead, the land dips gently, and you see the faint shimmer of water. The Sea of Galilee lies before you, its surface smooth and glassy, mirroring the sky. Soft waves lap against a narrow sandy shore, moving in and out with the slow heartbeat of the night. Each small wave curls in, then fades, leaving a thin line of foam that glows and pale in the starlight. You and Jesus walk closer. The sand beneath your feet is cool and fine, giving slightly with each step. Here and there, small stones glint, rounded by time and water, and bits of shell rest like tiny, quiet testimonies of life. You come to the water's edge. Jesus stops a short distance away, giving you space to simply be. If you like, you can imagine yourself sitting down on the sand, drawing your knees close to your chest, or stretching your legs out in front of you. The fabric of your imagined clothing gathers softly around you, the night air wrapping you in a peaceful embrace. The water breathes in and out, in and out. As you watch, it almost feels as if the lake itself is resting in the hands of God. Not striving, not fighting, just gently rising and falling, reflecting the quiet glory above. Many nights, you sense Jesus saying in the gentlest way, "I came to places like this to pray, to breathe, to be alone with the Father." You picture him, years ago, stepping away from crowds that pulled at his robe, voices that called his name, needs that seemed endless. You see him here, on this same shore, under another night sky, lifting his eyes to heaven, letting the cool wind wash over his tired face. He knows what it is to need rest. He knows what it is to be poured out. He knows what it is to come to the water and simply be held by the quiet. Now, he lets you share this place with him. Just breathe, his nearness seems to say. You don't have to fix anything. You look out over the water again. The waves are not large tonight. They're small, gentle movements, like the chest of a sleeping child. The stars above are sprinkled in soft patterns, not sharp, not cold, but distant and reassuring, like 100 tiny reminders that you are watched over. Far along the shore, you see the faint outline of small boats pulled onto the sand, resting for the night. Nets are folded and set aside. Labor has ended. Tomorrow has not yet begun. This is the in-between time, the sacred pause when the world is allowed to simply be still. You are allowed that too. If you ever felt your heart hears, like your life was nothing but rowing against difficult waves, know that I see that. But tonight, the boat can rest. Tonight, you can rest. You imagine dipping your toes into the edge of the water. It is cool, refreshing. The tiny ripples that form around your feet do not pull you in. They simply wash over you and retreat, taking little fragments of tension with them. Each gentle wave that touches your skin whispers a wordless reassurance. You are being slowly, quietly cleansed from the noise of the day. You breathe in and think, "Lord, I am tired." You breathe out and feel, "And yet I am not alone." The night is deepening now, but there is nothing to fear in it. The darkness is soft here, like velvet. Beside you, Jesus looks out over the water, content just to share this shoreline with you. If you've ever wondered, his presence seems to murmur, whether I truly care about the small aches of your heart, the quiet worries you carry to bed. Know that I do. I see the lines of concern on your face. I hear the sighs you don't say out loud. I am with you here, in the in-between, between one day and the next, between what has been and what will be. You let those words fall over you like warm light from an unseen lantern. The path that brought you here, to this lake shore in your mind, might feel long and winding in real life. There may have been seasons that made no sense, moments where you felt lost, as if you had been set adrift with no clear direction. But tonight, on this gentle journey, you are not adrift. You are standing, or sitting, on solid ground beside the one who holds every current, every tide, every wave. He is not puzzled by your story. He is not overwhelmed by your questions. He is not tired of walking with you. Here, with your feet at the edge of Galilee's waters, you are quietly, tenderly reminded. You are known. You are loved. You are safe in his presence. Breathe in with the coming wave. Breathe out with the retreating foam. And let your soul begin to sink a little deeper into this peace. You do not have to hurry. You do not have to decide anything tonight. Just be here, with Jesus, at the water's edge, letting the night grow soft around you, letting your heart begin to rest. The shoreline is so quiet that you can almost hear your own thoughts slowing down. Small waves continue to roll in, then slip away, their rhythm steady and predictable. They don't argue with the shore. They don't resist their maker. They simply move as they are guided, trusting the pull of the unseen. You sit there for a while beside Jesus, letting this calm wash over you. There is no rush to leave, and yet, after a time that feels both long and short, he rises again, the soft fabric of his robe brushing lightly against the sand. He turns toward the path that curves away from the water, and though he doesn't say anything, you feel the same gentle invitation as before. Come, walk with me. You stand, in your mind, in your heart, and move with him. Your real body is still resting in bed, heavy and safe, but inside, you take quiet steps beside your Savior. The path leaves the shore and winds slowly upward, climbing a low hill. Each step is easy, unhurried. You feel the firmness of the ground beneath your feet, the cool of the evening brushing against your skin. As you climb, you glance back. The Sea of Galilee spreads out behind you like a great, quiet mirror, holding the memory of your time at the water's edge. The small boats resting on the sand, the gentle waves, the starlit sky. All of it remains, a soft picture tucked into your heart. Ahead, the landscape shifts. You come upon a grove of olive trees, their trunks thick and curved with age, their branches reaching out in graceful arcs. Some branches stretch wide, like open arms. Others twist together, forming natural arches, as if the trees themselves are bending in prayer. The leaves overhead shimmer in the night breeze, silvery green, catching faint traces of starlight. When the wind passes through, they rustle softly, a sound that feels both ancient and soothing, like the quiet turning of thin pages in a well-worn book. The ground beneath the trees is soft, a mix of earth and fallen leaves. Your footsteps make almost no sound. Here, the air feels different, not heavy, but full, as if this grove has heard many whispered prayers, carried many quiet tears, held many unsaid words. Jesus walks a little ahead, then slows, allowing you to come beside him again. If you've ever felt his presence seems to murmur to your tired heart, like you had to walk alone, know that I have always been nearer than you thought. You think back, maybe, to certain seasons of your life, years when you felt you were moving through days on automatic, doing what needed to be done, keeping busy, holding yourself together for others. There were moments, perhaps, when, in the middle of a crowded room, you felt invisible. Or, late at night, after everyone else was asleep, you lay awake, your mind circling the same worries, your chest tight with unsaid fears. You might have wondered then, does anyone see me? Does anyone truly know what this feels like? In this olive grove, under this quiet sky, walking beside Jesus, you begin to sense an unexpected answer. He saw you. He sees you, even now. Every step you've taken on paths that made sense and on roads that seemed tangled has been known to him, not as a distant observer, but as a gentle companion, walking alongside you even when you could not feel his nearness. You pass your hand along the rough bark of a nearby tree as you walk. The surface is uneven, carrying the marks of time. Ridges, grooves, scars. In a way, it reminds you of your own story. There are smooth places, seasons of joy, clarity, laughter that came easily. And there are rough places, seasons of loss, confusion, disappointment, or dry weariness that left unseen marks. Jesus pauses near one of the older trees, resting his hand lightly against its trunk. Even here, your heart hears, in the places that feel twisted or worn. I am present. I do not turn away from what is rough. I do not hesitate to touch what others might overlook. You realize that, just as his hand rests on that weathered bark without hesitation, his grace has rested gently on your weathered heart again and again. In moments you noticed, and many more you did not. You walk a little further into the grove and see a small clearing. The ground here is open, the sky visible through a circle of branches. Above, the stars shimmer more clearly, like tiny windows into a deeper reality, one in which you are completely known, completely loved, completely seen. Jesus sits down on a smooth, flat stone at the edge of the clearing and gestures for you to rest as well. You sink down onto the ground or another stone nearby, letting your body relax in this safe, imagined space. The night feels wrapped around you like a soft, dark cloak. Dear one, his presence whispers to the place inside you that still feels tense. You have carried so much for so long. You remember years of responsibility, of being the one others depended on. You remember phone calls, deadlines, appointments, the constant ticking of the clock. You remember trying to be strong, to hold yourself together, even when part of you felt like it was unraveling quietly on the inside. Maybe you've wondered if God thought less of you for being tired. Maybe you've felt guilty for needing rest, as if slowing down meant failing. Here, in the olive grove, Jesus looks at you with eyes that hold no trace of disappointment, only compassion. I know what it is, his nearness seems to say. to feel the weight of many needs. I know what it is to feel pulled in many directions. I know what it is to seek a quiet place, simply to breathe, simply to be with the Father, simply to be. You remember how Scripture describes him slipping away from the crowds at times, going up into the hills or into quiet gardens to pray. Not because he was distant, but because he was human. And in his humanity, he needed solitude, silence, rest. If the Son of God allowed himself to step away and be still, then surely you are allowed to rest too. You let that thought settle into you like gentle rain. Your need for rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you were created, lovingly, with human limits. Jesus does not ask you to be limitless. He asks you to be held. The breeze passes through the branches again, and the leaves answer with their soft, shimmering song. You breathe in deeply, as if inhaling this peace. You breathe out slowly, as if laying down something heavy you've carried too long. When was the last time you felt a moment of true peace, the kind that feels like a gentle light within? Maybe. It's beginning now. Not all at once, not in a burst, but in a quiet way, like the slow brightening of dawn before the sun appears. Your life may not make sense to you in every detail, the Lord's presence whispers, but you have never walked a single step without me. Every twist in your path, every hill, every valley, I have seen it all. And through it all, one thing has remained steady. I am with you. The words don't crash into you. They simply rest on you, like a soft blanket being drawn up to your chin. You do not have to understand everything tonight. You do not have to explain your journey to anyone, not even to yourself. You are allowed, here and now, to simply lean into the reality that Jesus walks beside you, that he has walked with you in the busy hallways of your life, that he has sat with you in lonely rooms, that he has stood next to you in kitchens, in offices, in cars, in quiet moments when you stared out of windows and wondered if anyone saw your tears. He saw. He sees. He is here. In this olive grove, in your bedroom, in the deepest places of your heart. The more you rest in this truth, the more your inner pace begins to slow, matching the easy rhythm of his steps, the gentle rustling of leaves, the unhurried turning of the earth beneath the night sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here, on this gentle journey, every breath is a small yes to his presence. Every exhale is a release of something you no longer need to carry alone. You are not rushing toward a lesson. You are not striving toward a breakthrough. You are simply walking and sitting and breathing with Jesus. And that is enough. The olive grove around you is still. The trees stand like silent witnesses, their roots deep in the earth, their branches lifted toward the sky. The night wraps itself gently around every leaf, every stone, every breath you take. You sit in the clearing with Jesus, the soft earth beneath you, the stars above you, the whisper of leaves all around. Nothing dramatic is happening, no lightning, no loud voices. And yet, something inside you is slowly, quietly changing. You begin to notice it the way you notice the slow warming of your hands around a cup of tea. Not all at once, but gradually, gently, until suddenly you realize you are no longer cold. For a long moment, there are no words. Jesus simply sits with you. You simply sit with him. The stillness is not empty. It is full of presence, full of quiet attention, full of a love that does not rush to speak but is content to stay. You find yourself thinking of different moments in your life. scenes that drift into your mind like faint pictures. A younger version of you, standing at a window late at night, staring out into the darkness, wondering what would become of your future. You, pausing in a hallway at work or at home, leaning briefly against a wall, closing your eyes for just a second because the day felt so heavy. You, sitting in a parked car, hands resting on the steering wheel, taking an extra breath before going in to face whatever waited on the other side of the door. You, lying in bed on a night like this, long before this story, when sleep felt far away and worries felt much too close. You had wondered, in those moments, if you were walking alone, if your thoughts mattered to anyone, if your quiet, hidden pain was invisible even to God. Here, in this peaceful grove, another picture comes to mind, one not from your life, but from long ago. An image of a man who once stood before a bush in the wilderness, watching flames that did not burn the branches away. You do not see the whole story. You do not need to. You do not think of danger or fear or past mistakes. You simply see the gentle, mysterious light of God's presence, burning but not destroying, calling but not crushing. And you remember, perhaps faintly, the words God once spoke to that man. Words meant for a hesitant, uncertain heart. I will be with you. Those words were not shouted. They were not carved into stone in that moment. They were given like a promise placed softly into open hands. I will be with you. Here, tonight, in this olive grove, it slowly dawns on you, like a soft discovery that does not shock or startle, but settles. Those words are not only for ancient stories, they are for you, right here, right now. You do not see flames. You see the quiet glow of starlight between branches and the calm, patient presence of Jesus beside you. The promise has not changed. I will be with you. You breathe in slowly, almost tasting those words in the air. You breathe out, letting them sink deeper. I will be with you when you wake in the night and don't know why your heart feels heavy. I will be with you when your mind spins over conversations and choices and roads not taken. I will be with you when you step into rooms that make you anxious. I will be with you when you sit alone in your kitchen after everyone else is asleep. I will be with you when you drive along familiar streets and feel strangely distant from your own life. I will be with you when you are strong. I will be with you when you are tired. I will be with you when you understand what is happening. I will be with you when you don't. These are not the exact words you hear, but this is the meaning that rises gently in your heart, like the steady light of morning. You look at Jesus. His expression is so calm, so kind, that something within you softens. For a long time, perhaps, you have carried the feeling that you had to figure everything out, that you had to understand what God was doing, that you had to see the roadmap, that you had to be okay. Here, you begin to realize you are allowed to not understand everything. You are allowed to be unsure. You are allowed to rest in the simple truth that He is with you, even when nothing else feels clear. You think of how tangled your story sometimes seems, years looping back over old questions, sudden changes you didn't expect, long stretches that felt like waiting with no clear answer. And yet, as you sit under these trees, you sense a gentle reassurance. None of it has been wasted. None of it has been unseen. Every season, joyful or heavy, clear or confusing, has been held within the same unchanging promise. I am with you. Not, I will be with a better version of you. Not, I will be with you when you have more faith, more strength, more clarity. Just, I am with you, as you are, here. tonight. When was the last time you felt a moment of true peace, the kind that feels like a gentle light within? Maybe tonight, that peace is not loud or sudden. Maybe it is small, like the first star that appears in the evening sky. Easy to miss if you don't look up, but quietly there, shining all the same. You realize something else in this slow, unfolding discovery. You were never anonymous to God. In crowded seasons when you felt like just another face in a busy world. In isolated seasons when you felt like your life had shrunk to the same few rooms. He knew your name. He knows your story. He knows the exact shade of your worries, the shape of your hopes, the weight of your responsibilities. You are not one of many, lost in a divine crowd. You are individually known, individually loved. Here, in this grove, you imagine Jesus speaking your name. Not loudly, not dramatically, but with the tenderness of someone who has known it forever. The sound of your name on his lips is not condemning. It is not impatient. It is gentle, familiar, loving. Like hearing your name called softly in a quiet house by someone who is glad you are there. If tonight's story has begun to stir a memory in you, a time in your life when you felt even a small sense of peace, or a moment when you sensed that maybe, just maybe, God was closer than you thought, let that memory come forward now. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to prove it was real. Just let it sit with you, like a companion in this clearing. If tonight's story reminded you of a quiet moment or a beautiful memory, feel free to share it below, when you are awake, when you are ready. Sometimes, putting gentle memories into words can help them sink a little deeper into the heart. Here though, right now, no words are required. You simply sit with Jesus amid the trees, the night air cool and kind around you, your mind slowly untying the knots it has carried all day. You realize, another soft discovery, that rest itself is an act of trust. When you allow yourself to stop worrying for a while, when you allow your body to lie down and your eyes to close, when you allow your mind to loosen its grip on unanswered questions. You are, in a quiet, humble way, saying to God, I do not have to run the world. I do not have to hold everything together. I can let go because you are here. The battle in your mind, the constant analyzing, replaying, planning, rehearsing, does not have to be fought tonight. You can let it rest in His hands. Even if nothing outside this room changes, even if tomorrow still holds responsibilities and unknowns, you are allowed to have this hour of holy stillness. You are allowed to be the child who falls asleep in the presence of a loving Father, rather than the soldier who stays awake guarding every door. Here, no one rests alone. Every story is a soft lantern in the dark. Yours, too. Your story, with its twists and turns, its quiet tears and hidden joys, is one more small light in the night, gently glowing in the hands of Jesus. You are not alone on this path. Others are walking their own night journeys, seeking rest, seeking peace, seeking reassurance that they are seen and loved. In this little community of hearts who come here to listen and breathe and rest in God's Word, you are part of a circle of lanterns, each one shining softly, never forgotten. If this story has brought you even a small measure of calm tonight, you might, when you are awake and ready, leave a gentle comment for yourself. A kind word, a reminder that you are learning to rest, a small note of grace. But for now, you do not have to do anything. Just breathe. And let the soft discoveries of this night settle over you like dew on the grass. God is with you. He knows you by name. You are allowed to sleep in that truth. The grove is quiet, but inside you, something gentle is shifting. You have walked along the water with Jesus. You have sat beneath the olive trees. You have heard in a soft, steady way that you are not alone, that you are known by name, that His promise, "I am with you," is not just for the pages of an old story, but for the pillow beneath your head tonight. Now, as you sit in the clearing, the earth under you, the sky above you, a new kind of stillness begins to unfold. This is the quiet of understanding just enough to rest, even if you do not understand everything. Take a deep, slow breath in. Hold it for a gentle heartbeat, and breathe out, letting your shoulders sink a little heavier. You notice how your body responds to the thought, "I don't have to hold everything together right now." There is a slight loosening, a subtle relief, almost as if part of you has been standing guard at the door of your own mind, and now, at last, someone has come to take the night watch for you. Jesus' eyes are soft as He looks at you. He does not hurry you, does not press you to feel anything specific. He simply remains, a calm, unwavering presence in the dim light of the grove. You've spent so much of your life, His quiet nearness seems to say, trying to measure up, trying to be enough for everyone, trying to explain your own heart to yourself. Tonight, I want you to know this. Your life does not have to make sense to you in every way for you to be held by me. You let those words sink in. For so long, you may have felt that rest would come only after things became clear, after the questions were answered, the problems solved, the paths straightened. But here, you begin to realize that peace is not waiting at the end of your understanding. Peace is found in the presence of the one who understands, even when you do not. You glance down at your hands in this quiet vision, perhaps resting loosely in your lap, no longer clenched. The lines on your palms, the faint marks of years of work, of care, of living, all of it is seen by God. Your story may seem tangled from where you sit, His Spirit whispers to your heart. But from my view, every turn, every delay, every unexpected road has been held in my hands. You are not lost. You are not forsaken. You are not too late. The thought that you might not be behind, that you might not have missed the one perfect road, brings its own quiet kind of comfort. Perhaps the journey has been more like this grove of olive trees than a straight highway. Paths curving, roots twisting, branches overlapping. And yet, even here, in this overlapping place, Jesus has found you. Your mind may have fought many battles. You have argued with yourself. You have replayed old conversations. You have tried to prepare for every possible future. In the silence of this night, among these trees, another soft truth comes. The battle for your peace does not rest on your shoulders. There is a Lord who carries what you cannot understand. There is a Savior who holds what you cannot fix. You can picture your thoughts like a flock of restless birds, darting and circling, never quite landing. They've flapped and fluttered across the sky of your mind all day. Worries about family, health, work, money, aging, regrets, unknowns. Now, imagine Jesus standing in the center of that fluttering flock, lifting His hands. Not harshly, not waving them away, but gently gathering each thought, each worry, one by one. He does not scold them. He does not scold you. He simply receives them. One concern at a time, one anxious scenario at a time, one what if at a time. He takes them into His care, like small, trembling birds settling into the safety of His hands. As they nestle there, the sky of your inner world becomes quieter, more open, more still. You are no longer the one who must keep every thought in flight. You are allowed to let them rest in Him. Breathe in, and as you do, imagine your chest filling with a soft, warm light. Not bright or harsh, but gentle, like the glow of a single lamp in a dark room. Breathe out, and picture that light slowly expanding, easing into the corners of your mind where fear has sat for too long, where self-criticism has echoed, where old shame has whispered. The light does not argue with the darkness. It does not yell or strain. It simply shines, and wherever it shines, the shadows grow thinner. You picture Jesus in this grove and in your real life, placing something over you. Not a burden, not a command, but a covering, like a soft, heavy blanket. It reaches from your shoulders to your feet, tucking around you, holding you in a feeling of safe weight, safe warmth. This is my love, the covering seems to say. This is my care. You are safe beneath this. You do not need to earn it. You do not need to keep it from slipping. You need only lie here and let it be. In your real bed, you may feel your actual blanket over you. Let your mind gently connect these two pictures, your physical blanket and the spiritual reality it represents tonight. The embrace of a God who does not fall asleep, who is not distracted, who guards your rest. You think back over the day, not in sharp detail, but in soft impressions, small frustrations, moments of loneliness, things you wish you had said differently, tasks you meant to finish but didn't. Instead of replaying them, you begin to lay them down, one by one, at the feet of Jesus. That conversation you keep revisiting, you place it down. That responsibility that weighs on your shoulders, you place it down. That fear about the future that tugs at the edge of your peace, you place it down. Not in a dramatic gesture, but like removing stones from a backpack. Quietly, steadily, letting the weight go. Tonight, His presence whispers, you are not required to solve your own heart. You are not required to prove your worth. You are not required to keep watch over everything you care about. I am watching. I am caring. I am holding what you cannot. You feel the truth of that in your body as much as in your mind. Your jaw loosens. Your shoulders drop. Your breath becomes slightly deeper. You may even feel a faint heaviness in your arms and legs, the good kind of heaviness that comes when the body begins to trust that it can truly, finally rest. You are being gently led from alertness into surrender, from vigilance into safety, from striving into stillness. In this place of reflection, you reconnect with a tender image, Jesus, not far away in the clouds, but right beside your bed, in your real room on this real night. He sits near you like a close friend, his hand resting lightly on the edge of your bed, his gaze soft and unhurried. He is not scrolling through a phone. He is not distracted by other tasks. He is simply there, with you, for you, watching over your breathing as it slows, watching over your heart as it loosens its grip on the day. You are not too old for this kind of care. You are not too independent to need it. You are not too strong to be gently held. You are God's child, and tonight, your greatest act of faith may simply be this: to sleep, to let your eyes close and stay closed, to let your thoughts fade into softer shapes, to let your body sink fully into the mattress that holds you, to trust that while you rest, He does not. He will think the thoughts you are too tired to think. He will watch over the people you love. He will guard the doors you cannot guard. You are allowed to say with your whole being, Lord, I am going to sleep now. I place myself and those I love in your hands. You are good. You are near. You are enough. If this story has begun to calm your spirit, remember, you don't need to hold on to every detail. Let the images blur a little. Let the olive trees and the shoreline and the starlit sky fade softly to the edges of your mind, like a painting slowly dimming in candlelight. What matters most is simple, small enough to carry with you into dreams. God is with me. God knows me. God cares for me. You can fall asleep on that truth. The grove grows even quieter. It is as if the night itself has drawn a little closer, wrapping you in a deeper hush. The stars above seem softer now, more distant, like small lamps seen through a veil of drowsiness. You are still sitting with Jesus in that clearing among the olive trees, but you can feel something in you beginning to yield. Like a door slowly opening, like a hand finally loosening its grip. In your real room, your head rests more heavily on your pillow. Your body is sinking more deeply into your mattress. You are safe. Take another slow breath in through your nose. Hold it gently, and let it flow out through your mouth, long and easy, as if you're letting the whole day pass through you and out into His hands. You do not have to try to feel anything special. You do not have to manufacture faith or force calm. Simply be here, in this moment, with the one who loves you. Jesus is still beside you in the grove, His posture relaxed, His presence steady. There is nothing hurried or demanding in Him. If you glance at His face, you see that same deep kindness, that same patient attention that has been with you all along this journey. Dear one, His nearness whispers, you don't have to carry yourself tonight. Your chest rises and falls. Your shoulders rest a little lower. You may picture your heart as a small, tired bird that has been beating its wings all day looking for a place to land. There, beside you, Jesus extends His hand. Strong, gentle, steady. The little bird of your heart settles into His palm, finally allowed to rest. It does not have to scan the skies. It does not have to search for shelter. It has found it in Him. Your mind might still want to wander back toward worries. That is okay. Minds do that. Like waves returning to the shore, thoughts will come. But tonight, you do not have to ride each wave. You can watch them approach, and then watch them roll back out, unboarded, unresisted. When a concern drifts in about the future, about your family, about your health, about your past, you can let it rest for a moment in the light of Jesus' presence. You can imagine placing it like a small stone at His feet. Lord, this is too heavy for me, your heart says silently. I give it to you, at least for tonight. And He, who is never overwhelmed, receives it without hesitation. You might not feel anything dramatic. That's all right. This is not the kind of story that demands fireworks in your soul. This is a slow, gentle turning, from carrying to being carried, from guarding to being guarded, from trying to stay awake inside to allowing yourself to fall asleep in God's care. In this quiet moment, under these trees, you sense another small, soft discovery. You do not disappoint God by being tired. He does not look at your exhaustion and shake His head. He does not see your need for rest as a failure. He knows that He formed you with limits. He remembers that you are dust, beloved dust, chosen dust, dust that He has breathed His own life into. And just as a loving parent smiles when a weary child finally drifts off to sleep, He looks at you with tenderness as your mind begins to soften and blur at the edges. You recall his words from long ago, sounding now like a lullaby. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not more tasks, not more rules. Rest. I will give you rest. Let that sentence move through you like a slow wave, in and out. I will give you rest. You do not have to earn this. You do not have to achieve anything tonight. You do not have to tidy your soul before he comes to be near you. Rest is his gift. Your role is simply to receive it. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to stop, truly stop, on the inside? Not pausing for a few minutes only to scroll through more noise, not sitting down physically while your thoughts raced unchecked, but really stopping, even for a short while, and saying, I can let go now. I am not alone. God is here. This story, tonight, is an invitation to that kind of stopping, to that quiet, deep sigh in the soul that finally admits, it is too much for me, but not too much for him. In the grove, Jesus shifts slightly closer, not invading your space, but drawing near enough that you can feel his presence like warmth beside you. You might imagine his shoulder almost brushing yours, the way a close friend might sit next to you in a moment of shared silence. You don't have to talk. You don't have to explain. He understands you, even more than you understand yourself. If you feel tears rise behind your closed eyes, from relief, from sadness, from sheer tiredness, know that they are safe here. You don't have to push them away. You don't have to justify them. Jesus honors the quiet ache in your chest. He honors the years you've carried so much. He honors the ways you've tried, the ways you've loved, the ways you've kept going even on days when you wanted to stop. You are not invisible to him. You are not too much. You are not enough. You are simply his. If tonight's story has given your heart even a small space to breathe, you might one day write down a line or two, a sentence for your future self. I am learning to rest. I am allowed to be cared for. God is with me, even when I sleep. Later, when you are awake, you may choose to share such a line as a gentle comment, not just for others, but for yourself, a small stone of remembrance along the path. But right now, you do not have to move toward morning. You are still in the soft center of the night. Your real body is heavy, your limbs relaxed, breath slower. You might notice the feeling of your blanket along your arms, the way your head nestles into the pillow, the way your hands rest, maybe one over your heart, maybe by your side, open and loose. Let these simple sensations anchor you in safety. This is your room. This is your bed. This is your time to rest. And in this room, your Lord keeps watch. In the olive grove of your mind, you see him rise once more, not to leave you, but to stand as a quiet guardian at the edge of the clearing. He looks out into the darkness beyond the trees, not in fear, but in authority. He is your protector, your shepherd, your keeper. Nothing enters this night without passing through his care. Slowly, the grove begins to fade a little, its details softening, the exact shape of the leaves, the lines of the tree trunks, the sparkle of the stars. You do not have to cling to the scene. It has done its gentle work. It has reminded you that you are not alone. It has walked you softly from alertness into calm. Now, your mind is ready to grow dimmer, your thoughts ready to become lighter, your heart ready to drift closer to sleep. Here, no one rests alone. Every story is a soft lantern in the dark. Remember, your presence here adds warmth to this quiet corner of the night, You are part of a circle of souls learning to breathe more slowly, to trust more deeply, to rest more freely in the love of Jesus. If this story brought you calm, you are welcome when you wake to subscribe for more peaceful nighttime journeys and to leave a gentle comment for yourself or for another weary heart who might find comfort here. But for now, breathe in, breathe out, and let your whole being slowly surrender to the one who never stops holding you. The night has grown quieter still. In the grove, the air feels thicker with rest, as if even the trees themselves are sinking into a deeper stillness. In your room, your body lies heavy and safe, wrapped in familiar blankets, your head resting into the gentle cradle of your pillow. You are halfway between waking and sleep now, that soft borderland where thoughts move more slowly, where images grow blurry around the edges, where the heart begins to speak in sighs instead of sentences. You are safe here. Take another slow, gentle breath in. Feel the air slide down into your chest, unhurried, kind. Hold it for a moment, and exhale softly, as if you are blowing out the last small candle of your busy day. With that breath, you close the door, just a little more, on everything outside this room. In your mind, the olive grove has grown dimmer. The exact shapes of the branches are less defined, the leaves now more like soft patches of silver and dark. The stars above are hazier, like lights seen through half-closed eyes. Jesus is still there. Even as the scene blurs, his presence remains steady, a warm, quiet center in the gentle fading of your awareness. You no longer need to picture every detail clearly. You no longer need to follow every image with full attention. You are allowed to let this story become something like a lullaby. Words flowing around you, not demanding that you hold on to them, just enfolding you in their warmth. Rest now, beloved child, his nearness seems to whisper. You have walked far enough for tonight. You notice how your thoughts, which earlier were moving in complete sentences, are now more like fragments, pieces of feeling, bits of memory, a glimpse of water under starlight, the curve of an olive branch, the soft impression of Jesus sitting beside you, a single phrase rising and falling like a tide. I am with you. Your mind might try now and then to pull you back into sharper focus, to remind you of something tomorrow, to revisit something from today. When that happens, you don't need to scold yourself. Just imagine that thought appearing like a small leaf drifting down from a branch. You watch it fall, you watch it land, and then you let the breeze of God's presence carry it away. There is nothing you must hold on to right now. In your real room, feel the contact between your body and the bed, the way your shoulders rest, the way your spine is supported, the way your legs stretch out or curl into a comfortable shape. Notice the warmth along your arms where the blanket lies. Notice the gentle difference between the air on your face and the fabric at your neck. These small sensations are anchors, reminding you are here, you are safe, you are allowed to let go. In the quiet of your heart, you hear a question, not demanding, just tender. When was the last time you let yourself be loved without doing anything to earn it? You let the question pass through you like a warm breeze. So much of life has taught you to earn, to prove, to measure, to perform. But here, in the night, beneath your blanket, beside your Savior, none of that is required. You do not have to impress God. You do not have to convince Him you are worthy of His attention. You already have it. If you could see your own soul the way He sees you, you would see someone deeply, fiercely loved, not because of achievements or accomplishments, but simply because you are His, the child of His heart, the work of His hands. You breathe in, and in that breath you receive, without needing to deserve. You breathe out, and in that breath you release, without needing to control. Breathing in, you might quietly think, God is with me. Breathing out, right here. You don't have to force the words. They can be as faint as a thought, as soft as a whispered memory. God is with me, right here. If your mind drifts away from them, that's all right. If you forget to think them, that's all right. They remain true, whether or not you remember them. God is with you, in every clear thought, and in every vague dream, and in the hours you do not remember at all. Your whole life has been carried more than you know. You think, for a brief moment, of time itself, the years behind you, the years ahead of you. So many days, so many moments. Some bright, some difficult, some ordinary and easily forgotten. And yet, if you could hold them all in your hands and look at them from God's perspective, you would see a line of days woven through with the same golden thread. He was with you then. He is with you now. He will be with you tomorrow. Not as a faraway watcher, but as a close companion. You are not standing at the edge of your life, looking forward alone. You are standing beside Jesus, His hand resting gently over yours. Even as you fall asleep, you remain in His grasp. In the olive grove of your mind, you see, or simply sense, Jesus moving a little closer, not to wake you, but to ease you down into a deeper calm. If you are still sitting on the ground there, He might guide you to lie back, resting your head on the soft earth, looking up at the sky through the leaves. The earth beneath you is solid and cool. The night above is vast and kind. You can feel, even more now, the way your body wants to sink, down and down and down, into rest. In your real bed, you might subtly adjust your position, just enough to be a touch more comfortable. A small shift of the pillow, a gentle stretch of your legs, a turn of your head. Then let stillness return. Your breathing is slower now. Your thoughts move like slow clouds. Let the story become softer, like a voice at the edge of a dream. You no longer need to hold on to olive trees and Galilee, or stone rooms and lamplight. Let all the images blur into a single, simple awareness. Jesus is near. His hand is over you. His love is around you. Before you drift fully into sleep, His presence whispers gently, "Know this, you are not failing by resting. You are trusting me." Rest is not laziness. Rest is not giving up. Rest is an act of faith, a quiet declaration that you believe God can hold the world, and your life, and your people, for a few hours without your help. You are allowed to sleep. If you like, you can imagine Jesus speaking to your heart in a few slow, simple lines, almost like a lullaby. I am here. I know your name. I know your story. I am watching over you. You can rest now. The words do not need to be exact. Their meaning is what matters. You can rest now. Here, in this quiet corner of the night, you are part of a gentle, unseen community. Souls scattered across different places, yet gathered in the same longing for peace, the same need for rest, the same hope in the kindness of Jesus. Here, no one rests alone. Every story is a soft lantern in the dark. Your story is one of those lanterns, and tonight, that lantern is allowed to dim. Not because it has gone out, but because it is safe enough to sleep. When morning comes, God will still be here. His mercies will meet you with the sunrise, but that is for later. Not now. Now is for sinking, slowly, gently, into the arms of the one who loves you most. Breathing in, God is with me. Breathing out, as I sleep. Let those words become softer and softer, until they are simply the quiet feeling beneath your dreams. The border between waking and sleeping is thin now. You are here, listening, and also already drifting. Thoughts pass more slowly. Images slide gently through your mind like clouds across a quiet sky. You are safe. Your body knows this before your thoughts do. In the way your muscles have softened, in the heaviness of your limbs, in the steady, quiet rhythm of your breathing. In your room, the darkness is soft. Shadows rest where they are. The walls around you are familiar, like silent friends who have watched over many nights before. You are not alone in this quiet. Jesus is here, not in a way that startles, but in a way that soothes, like a gentle weight on the mattress near your feet, like the sense that someone kind is sitting nearby, content just to keep you company as you drift away. Take a slow, comfortable breath in. Feel your chest rise, your ribs expanding just a little, and then breathe out, letting your whole body sink a little deeper. You don't have to breathe perfectly. You don't have to focus hard. Just notice, in and out, like small waves lapping against the shore of Galilee, like your heart walking step by slow step beside him. If you like, you can let a simple phrase quietly accompany your breath. Not forced, not loud, just a gentle thought riding on the air. Breathing in, God is with me. Breathing out, right here. You don't have to say it out loud. You don't even have to shape the words fully. You can just feel the meaning of them settling softly into your chest. God is with me. Right here. Your mind may wander. It might forget the phrase. It might drift into half dreams and scattered images. That's all right. The promise is not kept alive by your remembering. It is kept alive by His presence. He is with you whether you think of Him every moment or forget for a while as your body slides into sleep. In that quiet grove of olive trees in your imagination, you are now lying down on the soft earth, looking up at a sky that is turning from starry clarity into something more like a soft blur of light and dark. Leaves move gently above you. Branches sway. Somewhere nearby, you sense Jesus still awake, still watching over the clearing, still keeping gentle guard over your rest. You do not have to keep your eyes open to be safe. You do not have to stay on watch for your life to be held. He is the one who keeps watch. You are the one who is allowed to sleep. Let that sink in a little more. You are allowed to sleep. You are allowed to stop rehearsing conversations, to stop predicting tomorrow, to stop replaying today. You are allowed to gently say to your thoughts, "Not now. Tonight, I rest. God will be awake for me." In this small corner of the internet, in this quiet video you've chosen, you are part of a little nighttime community. People from different cities, different homes, different stories, all meeting here for one simple thing: peace enough to sleep. Here, no one rests alone. Every story is a soft lantern in the dark. Your lantern flickers gently tonight, not brightly, not loudly, but steadily, warmly, another small light that God treasures. When you are awake again, if tonight's journey brought you even a touch of calm, you are welcome to subscribe so you can return to this gentle place whenever the day feels long and your heart feels heavy. You may also, if you wish, leave a quiet comment, a simple line like a note to your own soul. I am learning to rest in God. God is with me even when I sleep. This is a night I let him hold what I can't. But that is for later. Not now. Now, all expectations are lowered, like lights dimming in a room where someone is about to drift off. Your mind does not need new ideas. It does not need to hold on to many scenes. We will stay from here to the end with just one gentle truth, said in a few different ways, until even the words begin to fade into the soft hum beneath your dreams. You are not alone. Jesus is near. You are held. Breathe in. God is with me. Breathe out. As I rest, let the breaths stretch longer now, pausing where it feels natural, moving only as much as your body wants to move. You might notice small details around you, the faint sound of the night outside your window, the quiet whir of a fan or air conditioner, the subtle creak of your bed as it adjusts to your weight. Let every sound be part of your lullaby, not interruptions, but gentle reminders that the world goes on and you. You are allowed to stop for a while. In the olive grove, the night deepens. You see less now. Shapes blur. You feel more than you see. The firmness of earth beneath you. The coolness of the air on your skin. The deep, warm sense that someone kind has wrapped his presence around you like a sheltering cloak. If worry tries one last time to step into the clearing of your mind, picture Jesus lifting a hand, not in anger, but in quiet authority, and the worry, like a shadow, slips away into the darkness where it cannot touch you now. This night is set apart. This night is for rest. You do not have to be strong here. You do not have to be together here. You are simply loved. A beloved child lying in bed, being watched over by a God who does not sleep. As your thoughts float closer to dreams, questions like these may drift in and out. When was the last time I felt truly safe? When was the last time I fell asleep feeling held? You do not have to answer them. Just know this. Tonight can be one of those times. Tonight can be a small, holy moment in your story. The night you let God be the one who stays awake. The night you let your heart rest a little deeper in the truth that He is near. If, as you listen, you feel your thoughts starting to blur, your awareness slipping in and out, that is good. That is welcome. That is the point. You can let go of following every sentence. You can let words pass by like slow waves, knowing the shore, your heart, is already being washed in peace. Soon we will ease into the softest, simplest ending. Not an ending of His presence, but an ending of your need to stay awake for it. For now, just stay with your breath, lightly, gently, as long as you are still aware enough to notice. Breathing in, God is with me. Breathing out, I can sleep. Again, in, God is with me. Out, I can sleep. And if the words dissolve, if the phrases vanish, let them go. The truth remains. You are not alone in this room. You are not alone in this night. You are seen. You are cherished. You are held. You are very close to sleep now. Thoughts feel softer. The edges of the room are fading. Time is slowing into a gentle blur. You are safe. Your body knows this. In the heaviness of your arms, in the way your legs rest without effort, in the quiet weight of your head on the pillow. You don't need to sit up in your mind anymore. You don't need to stay fully here with every word. From now to the end, let this simply wash over you, like a river of calm, carrying you deeper into rest. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out gently. No rush, no pressure, just the quiet rhythm that has been with you all your life. In the soft picture of your heart, the olive grove is almost completely dark now. You can't see the details clearly. The leaves are only suggestions of silver and shadow. The stars are almost gone from view, as if your eyes are closing in that place too. But even as the scene fades, Jesus remains. You might imagine him sitting on a stone near where you rest, or standing at the edge of the clearing, keeping watch like a gentle shepherd. He knows you are drifting. He knows your attention is loosening, and he is pleased. Rest, beloved. His presence seems to say, "This is what I wanted for you tonight." You have carried enough. You have thought enough. You have done enough for one day. Now, you are allowed to simply be the one who is loved, the one who is watched over, the one who sleeps. If any last worries try to knock on the door of your mind, you do not need to answer them. Let them stay outside, like distant sounds down a hallway. Inside this room, inside this quiet with God, there's only peace. In your bed, notice again the softness beneath you, the warmth above you, the stillness around you. This is your small, holy place tonight, your quiet corner of the world where the Lord is near. You don't have to feel a certain way. You don't have to sense something dramatic. His nearness does not depend on your emotions. It is anchored in his promise. I am with you. You could let those 4 words be the softest thought you hold as you drift away. I am with you. You might not even finish the sentence before sleep comes. That's all right. He will finish it for you. When was the last time you felt a moment of true peace? The kind that feels like a gentle light within. If it has been a long time, let tonight be a small beginning, not a sudden transformation, not a loud breakthrough. Just this. One night where you released a little more of the weight and trusted a little more in his care. If you wake in the middle of the night, you can always come back to this simple rhythm. Breathing in, God is with me. Breathing out, right here. No effort, no strain, just a soft reminder that you are never alone in the dark. Here, in this quiet space, you are part of a gentle circle. People listening from many different places, all with their own stories, all with their own needs, all reaching for the same peace. Here, no one rests alone. Every story is a soft lantern in the dark. Your story too. If this story brought you calm tonight, when you wake you are warmly invited to subscribe to Sleep with God's Word. A place where you can return whenever the day feels too heavy, whenever your heart needs a slower, softer voice, reminding you that Jesus is near. And if, when you are awake and ready, you feel like sharing, you are welcome to leave a quiet comment. If tonight's story reminded you of a quiet moment or a beautiful memory, feel free to share it below. Your words may become a small comfort for another weary heart who finds this corner of the night. But that is for later. Right now, there is nothing to write, nothing to prove, nothing to finish. Only this moment, this breath, this presence. Let your thoughts grow lighter now, as if they are feathers floating down onto a still lake. Let your body sink heavier now, as if every muscle has finally heard that it is allowed to rest. If you like, you can place a hand gently over your heart one last time, feeling its quiet beat, and let this be your simple prayer. Lord, I'm going to sleep now. Hold what I can't hold. Watch what I can't watch. Be with me and with those I love. And he does. He stands at the door of your night like a kind guardian, letting in no darkness that he does not already hold in his hand. You may not feel him move, but he is there. You may not hear him speak, but his love is a steady warmth around your soul. As you drift, words become less important. We will let them grow simpler, shorter, so they can slip easily into the background of your mind. Breathing in, God is with me. Breathing out, I can rest. In, God is with me. Out, I can rest. Even quieter now, God is with me. Rest. And when even those words fade, His presence will not. You are held, you are loved, you are safe. Sleep now, dear one. Let go.